Let's go. Oh man, what a day it is. Let's let's go. So as I collect myself to get started drawing, I just wanted to say that this is the best day that I could ever create for myself. Because not only am I here, but I get to create it the way that I see my day going. And it all starts with imagination. Welcome in, everybody. Let's go. Welcome in. Wait, can you see me? Let me see. Because I realized that I'm gonna just put it on the TV. I'm lucky enough to have done all of this within a good time. And when I say that, it's like creating your space so you can live. And that's ultimately what I did. I did this. This is what I wanted. Yeah. And it's my birthday. 100%. It's my birthday. And I get to share that with everybody else. Let's see. Make sure that's. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Wait. Let me see. I'm going to take a second for it to. Oh, it's a hot second. Let's go. Oh, that's fire, bro. I get to watch myself on TV. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Oh my. But yeah, welcome in everybody. I'm full of rain, and today we're gonna paint the back of this poster here. I finished it, I don't know, on my birthday. No, it was on the 11th. 11th? I think I made that on the 11th. So it was like the day before my actual birth, and my mom was expecting two babies. It's really interesting. That's how I think of that poster now. And yeah. So thank you everybody for joining this live stream today. I find it just so like riveting that I can control my entire day the way that I choose to. So this is something that I said I wanted to do, and we're gonna complete this. We're definitely gonna complete this. So we just need any old marker. I got a green marker, and we're just gonna get started. So this is pretty much already complete. I made some triglots. These are plants that are ultimately animals. They have the idea of, like, I guess, photosynthesis, and they take light, and they're actual creatures. They mate and become more of themselves. And so this is my cat, which is violently vomiting. And the cats are a unique species on the planet that they live on because, well, they're like they're like giant dinosaur cats, and they eat these fish that are toxic in the environment. They're the only ones that can, but when they eat one too many, they vomit. They vomit, and that's the structure of their life. And yeah, so we have the back of the poster, which is just pretty empty. So we're going to make this. We're going to make this possible so you can see the back of it. And so this is a 22 by 28 size canvas. It's just paper, and I love it because not only do I get the opportunity to draw on it, and it's a flat surface. I can use an acrylic marker to do it as well, and also I can save it in a flat space, and I don't have to worry about the canvas. It's just paper, so the only thing I have to do is put it in the sleeve and save it. that's basically how I preserve these. And these are all one of a kind. I have yet to print any of these. I guess one day somebody will buy a few of them, and that will be how these are collected and saved, I guess. So, yeah, yeah. So it's still October. I believe today is the 19th. Yeah, 2025. The day I finished it. I actually started on the 12th or the 11th, but that's fine by me. And this is Cats. Vile. Vomiting. I think I spelled that right. It's always a mix between the two I's. I mean, the two T's, but whatever. All right. So, well, you can't even see me anymore. It's like you can only see my hand. Weird. What's up, bestie boo? How you doing? The Fire Bandit. Yo, bro, what's up? Everything. How you doing? 68, 67, 77, 76, 67, 67, 67. What's up, Brendan? Art of Mine, happy Sunday, BMI. How you doing today? How's your day treating you? Art of Mine. I'm here, man. Like, it's such a good feeling to wake up and be like, yo, this is the life that you created. For real, it's an amazing feeling. It really is. So I think what I'm going to do, because this is the back of the poster, which is liminal space. A lot of people don't look at the back of the poster ever, back of the canvas ever. But what I did was I took these Velcro stickers and I just attached them to it. It's a part of, the idea of creating, something that's useful. So I was like, well, I always want to see the both sides of the poster. So I just attached these little Velcros and I put them on the wall. I mean, they can come off. And then I'm like, well, I want to see the front of this. Or if I want to show and tell, there you go. You got yourself, two sides of one poster. Yeah. And that's how we do it. Let's go. But today we're going to work on the back of it. And yep, we're going to finish this poster. And yeah, I think what I said I was going to do was I was going to draw a fish, one of the toxic rainbow amoebas. So that's what we're going to do today. And we're just going to get started. And they're really, really easy to draw. You just need to figure out like how large. I think I'm gonna draw this this space semi large for this creature, because not only am I able to, but I think that part of the poster will be key to describe what's on the front of the poster. So we're just going to do a few dots here, a few dots there. And then before you know it, we'll have ourselves a toxic rainbow amoeba. And I think they're pretty easy to create. They're made up of particles. And these particles are just paint. They're just paint. And because I thought of these being a part of the ecosystem, where they live is in toxic waters. So what they live in is what they are. And I think that's the same for humankind. We're a little bit toxic, and You know, that goes a long way with describing humanity for all types of, yeah, that's what it is. So that's where we're at right now. And these rainbow amoeba, they're like giant fish. And because they're giant, they get to be dominant in the waters that they live. So pretty much it's just them. That's it. And they live in a cycle of perpetual, yeah, like a perpetual. Let me see. I'm trying to get the word to describe. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. I didn't figure out the word yet, but it's perpetual motion. Like you could swim. So the idea is to stay as buoyant and free as possible. And the idea that you created something for your own. I think I'm missing one more color. I think it's blue. I think if this is missing the blue, I think if this is dark enough, we'll use it. Nope, I need a lighter blue. I think this might be it. I think this is empty, but this one looks blue too. What color am I missing? Wait, what color am I missing? Am I missing green? Let's get a little bit closer too. You ever tried BMX? What's BMX? Do some bubble graffiti. Bubble graffiti. What's bubble graffiti? And where would I put bubble graffiti at? Because this is the back of the poster. The poster already has, I guess this is blue. What am I missing? I'm missing a color. I know I have red, green, yellow, and it's like these, I guess these two types of blues. I don't know. I guess that's fine. We'll use it like that. It's a little darker though. I want to say that was the yellow, but anyway. So the shape of this rainbow toxic amoeba is primarily flat. So if you look at something from a 2D representation, it's pretty flat. And equal for the participant is equally flat too. It only believes that it can go in one direction. I mean, even if it goes backwards, it's still one direction. Even if it goes left, it's still one direction. So when I perceive each one of these, they're dynamically the same exact way. They're in the flat surface. Yeah, that's how I see it. That's how I can see it. And so the shape comes about because it's made up of all these particles. And the particles are just, like I said, they're toxic. You know, it's a toxic environment. So even if it's fluid, it still is made up of particles, made up of, I think this is fat, made up of an ingredient that makes up this character here. I think this is yellow. Yep. I think that's, it's interesting enough that, I mean, I see it as it is, but I think it's yellow. So when I describe what this is to people, they're like, oh, it's a fish. And I was like, yeah, it is, but only because it swims. That's really the only thing that dictates it being a fish. But in actuality, it's made up of like energy, like liquid energy. That's really it. But just like I said, the cats, oh my gosh, this marker, I'm about to throw this marker completely in the trash because the cap is different. Okay. So green. Oh, it made me lose my train of thought too. It did. It made me lose the whole entire story that I was trying to tell through. It did. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Dang it. I guess I'll add red too. This is yellow. So yeah, so it's made up of just energy. I mean, I guess it would be like you drinking water and then you trying to figure out what water is made up of. I mean, it's a collection of particles, and the particles are moving and the particles have a fluid motion. So, but that's what they are. That's ultimately what they have. They become. And like I said, the cats eat them and become just that, become full of the toxic rainbow amoeba. Yep. And I think this is pretty cool because not only did I create something that, I enjoy, but the part of, what it looks like becomes whatever I see. And just like I said, it's just a shape, right? I'm just figuring out what the shape is because the particles are already there. It's just it. So it also has, this is the mouth. Now, a lot of people, when they ask, that's what I was trying to get to. A lot of people ask was like, well, it's a fish. And I was like, no, it's not really a fish, only because it swims, but it's like amoeba. It's only like the single celled, like if this is the smallest part, like obviously there's other things that are made up of multiple parts, differences, joints, bones, cartilage, and all of that other in between. But this is only made up of the water that it lives in, and that's it. And the function is the tubes. The tubes are filtered out through I think I wanted these to be a little bit larger. That's fine. So the tubes help it stay alive by not killing it. You filter something out, you can keep what's needed to stay alive. That's generally what everybody does. What everybody, get it? Everybody does. Yeah. I mean, if this is a container for something, it has to be contained without going somewhere else. It looks like it's a little darker too. Let me see. It's coming about. You'll see it in a second. You said surfer, said nice. What's happening? How you doing? How's your day? And I think it's back here. So these are the tubes that help it stay alive. I mean, I guess that would be the same thing as us. Like our temperature in our body changes all the time. So we need skin to help deviate between hot and cold. to keep us from overheating. So even though we have skin, we still have these tubes that help us. Is that it? We still have these tubes. I like it. I like that too. I think I'll go to the red. No, I think I like it there. I think I like it right there. Okay. Yeah, so this is the way that they filter out as much of the water that they live in. And I painted quite a few of the areas. Let me see. I'll bring you what it looks like. Some of the toxic waters that they live in. This is because, so I'm using the paint marker. So this is, excuse me, Mr. Bloom, can I use your surface? So this is the toxic, this is the toxic water that they live in. And each one tells, maybe just a temperature difference or a location. And for each one of them, this is where the amoeba live. So the cats go down to the areas in which they live, and they feed on the areas of the fish. So for each one of these just tells a story of, of what the temperature may be, or the day, or the idea of what's happening. And these are my triptychs. And it's just like a color palette. That's basically it. Yeah. Yep. These are my triptychs. Yep. But this is where I got the idea from. Okay, so if this is an environment, then something has to live in it. There's no other way that life can exist. So that is the part. Yep. And those are my triptychs. I'm using something from the marker to help create an idea, a story to balance what it is that I'm creating. Because every day I use markers, right? I use something, but where does it come from? Why is it useful? Why is it toxic? Why is it only preferred? So maybe something lives in the marker. Something lives in the water of the marker, or the flesh of the marker. And these are the toxic rainbow amoeba. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I think there's plenty of space. I think I'm going to add another one too. I'm going to add one here in this area, or I can add it wherever. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, that's what they look like. And this is the mouth. This is not the eye. This is only it taking in as many nutrients from the water that it lives in order to survive. And the fact that they are colorful is because they can't get rid of all of the toxic parts. So it becomes what it is in its environment. Yep. That's what it does. I'm gonna put this upside down. I need another one. I'm gonna need another one. Thank you all for watching too. This is so early in the morning, but I get up and I'm like, yo, I'm ready to go create something. I'm getting to celebrate my birthday as well every day. So the idea of, creating is always of value in the days that I create, the days that I seek, the days that are mine. These are my days. And I'm going to keep the same colors because I think the same colors are valuable. So we're just going to, I'm just going to keep going. Yep. He said, do some. Okay. 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 Yeah. So what do y'all got going on today? If this is day one for you, what does your day look like? I've seen a couple people who commented as well, and I appreciate that. So what's your day like? Are you creating your day the way you want it to? Tell me, because I don't know. And I'm asking, like, if we were like face to face, if I met you in an environment, like, I would ask you the same exact thing. Like, how are you making your day? Yours. Because I want to know. Because I'm only living for my perspective, the way that I choose it to be. That's the only thing I can do. And this marker is not 1, 2, 3, not it. Oh, there's the other green. I could use this one too. I think this one might show up. It might show up. But yeah, like, I'm curious about other people's way of life. I really am. Okay, that marker is just, wait, I'll just use this green. Or is it the same? It might be the same green. No, it's a different green. Let's go. Let's go. And I'm curious, just like I said, because I don't know. I don't know how you put your shoes on. Maybe 2 feet at a time. Maybe you put your socks on first, then put your shoes on. I don't know. Maybe you have sandals and you like socks. I don't know. Brush your teeth after you come home from work. I don't know. Tell me your day the way that you perceive it. And I always ask people what they eat too. Like, what do you eat? Because I eat something different every day. Yeah, that's what I do. Generally. It's general. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Ooh, we want you to go this way though. Let's go. Oh, I woke up this morning. Hold on, wait. Before anybody, okay, nobody else said anything. So I woke up this morning and I had this idea that I was going to encourage myself to do and say and see and be a part of something that I don't usually like add to my day. So I was like, well, what's going on YouTube? So I opened up the app and it said it needed me to download it. It needed to update or something. So I had to wait for it to update, which is random. I never see YouTube tell me anything that it's going to do. It just does it. And that is the perspective. But what happened is that I waited and I was like, okay, no issues there. When it came back on, I was like, nothing has changed. So what was it updating? If somebody tell me what the heck it was updating, that would be cool too, but I progress. So I found out that, and I always knew that there was a market for this idea. Like, have you ever seen the movie Jurassic Park? It specializes in and creating something and allow it to fend for itself, because that's all what we do. You create something, it's going to figure out how and where it needs to be for its its own appreciation. And so dinosaurs. So I was a kid at one point, and I went to museums and I went to different different places that organized dinosaurs. The idea that dinosaurs don't exist anymore, you know, this place would hoard, they would hoard the bodies, the bones of previously lived creatures. And I say that with intent because I didn't realize when I watched this documentary, because that's what they're doing. Ultimately, that's what YouTube does. It just documents or allows you to document something of an experience. So it was about people who buy bones of dinosaurs, just people, paleontologists, they had collectors. And this one guy had a dinosaur, a full, I think it was a stegosaurus, something like that. It was a full dinosaur in his house, like the skeletal system, and it was the actuals. And he said that he doesn't allow other people, you know, but family to come in and check it out. But it's interesting. I was like, I want to get a dinosaur now. Like, and I was thinking of where I was going to put a dinosaur in my house. So it was really interesting that we can lead ourselves to doing something that we think is normal, you know, in an environment that is our own. And I was like, whoa, that's a whole freaking dinosaur this dude has in a separate room, separate location of his, I guess, his house. I guess that's what it was. I wasn't really sure if it was a house or, but it was huge. And I was like, dang, ow, I want a dinosaur. So then I thought of, you know, how many TV shows and movies and things like that I've watched where where the TV shows where they stated that they found or somebody was looking and they have the body of a dinosaur. So I'm being long-winded, but it's funny because all of this time I already knew what dinosaurs were. I already knew where they came from. I know, like, obviously why they died. I know everything that it comes down to. And because I ask questions. I don't just assume that this is what it is. I ask questions because questioning things makes the truth be heard. And so I was like, I understand. Now I'm at this point of my existence where I can do more things with the time that I have. And so it was like dinosaurs are now a project that I really love to experience. I bought these plastic replicas of dinosaurs, and I was like, well, like, what am I going to do with them? Like, am I going to play with them? Am I going to make, you know, content based on it? So one day I was like walking, and I kept finding these like small rocks, and I was like, oh, these are pretty cool. So I was like, I brought a bunch of rocks home. Every time I walked, I just brought rocks home, and I was like, man, what can I do with them? And before you know it, I started figuring out that, well, rocks are part of the earth. So why don't I just put the dinosaurs with them? And that's what I did. I put the dinosaurs and the rocks together, and I made something that I thought, you know, was something of a difference. And lo and behold, this is not the marker I want to use. I'm only doing something that everybody else has been doing, it's collecting two items to describe their love for collecting. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So the show on YouTube, whatever it is, the channel on YouTube, personified the fact that there's all different types of people that collect. So Sotheby's, whatever the heck, was auctioning a dinosaur, and I was like, what? This, you know, this dinosaur that never asked to be dug up, and this dinosaur that just never asked to be sold for numbers, basically. And I thought it was cool because I was like, I really want to be a part of that. Not the auctioning of actual dinosaurs, because that's not fair. I don't have a say in that. But if I could make dinosaurs and then sell them as replicas. That would be so much fun. And I would just collect, because I like to collect. My whole entire house has art that I've collected. And I love that feeling of having something that I either created or somebody else created, and it's a part of my environment. Like I'm bringing things into my cave, which is what it comes down to, because we still live in caves. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so I just thought it would be something really cool because, just like I said, I understand what it is that we're doing as people. We're at a point in our times where money is just, once again, still an object, but like we all have it because we have to work, we have to gain it to make something else stay in our home or a part of our existence or whatever the case is. So I want to be a part of that in some other type of way. And then I started, was finishing up the video, and I realized that PBS, the public broadcasting system, was telling us about paleontologists for like, I don't know, I'll just say a good 20 years now. And I realized that people are digging up the remains of dinosaurs. Now, dinosaurs are born with bones, cartilage, skin, hair, and all types of stuff. Now, when it dies, it's still preserved. So when someone tells me that they're digging up dinosaur bones, you're actually still removing all of the layers of skin, hair, and everything else to get to the bones. And I thought of that. I was like, yo, are they serious? Like, did they really just bypass the fact that dinosaurs lived as we do and have for millions of years just been preserved, and all you can think of is digging up the bones, removing all of the skin, all of the layers that they had just to get to bones? And I thought of that and I was like, yo, that's insanity right there. I just thought of that. And people are just buying the bones because you can't find the skin because somebody scraped off the layer, okay, to get to the bones. I was watching this guy at the very end of the video. He's like on his hands and knees. He's like this close to the remains of the dinosaur, just wiping away, wiping, scraping, wiping. I was like, that's the dinosaur you're removing. You just clearly removed all of the skin, all of the other remains to get to the bones. What? Bro, it just, I was like, these people, we call ourselves humans. Like, I was like, no, we're scarier than humans at this point. Cause I realized, I was like, dang, they did all of that work to remove all of the skin. It's like, what? Like, what have they been teaching us in museum creations? Like, curators, like, what have they been telling us for? Oh yeah, we can never find an intact dinosaur. That's because you removed all of everything from it. That's why you can't find it. You took something that was buried, dug it up, and only kept the bones. Insanity. That's what that is. Pure insanity. Okay. Yeah. And I led to believe that I was like, I don't want to be a part of that. I like the idea that people, they want to collect things. I want to be a part of that. But I was like, dang, we go to great lengths to make something, right? Make something possible, sellable, make something that people will appreciate. But we don't realize like how it hurt the environment or how it hurt the whatever it was to actually make it so. And I was like, yo, I can't do that. I can't be a part of that. Because every time I went to a museum, I'm actually paying for something that other people have done to make, accessible. I get that 100%. I can't walk into your store, look around, and then leave with everything I think of because it's not mine. I didn't bring it there, and that's not the point. But the point is that through suffrage, through other people's, what's the word? I don't know. it's through other people. I realize that not only are we de-evolving ourselves, but we're always going to be something that we say we're not. Yeah, I get it. Preserving something, you dig something up because you don't want the rest of the environment to destroy it or whatever the case is. But I'm like, dang, we think that we're going forward. We're just adding stuff that's just ultimately confusing the rest of the nature of what has already been to make something else. And I said, I just wanted to draw today. That's it. I just wanted to get up and draw. I didn't say I was going to go to the store and take things that I didn't own or make something that would cause chaos, because there was, in this YouTube video, there was people who don't like each other because not only are this person making money, this person's not documenting, this person's getting more, this person's getting less out of the situation. But I was like, what's the point if no one is enjoying the experience? I'm enjoying this. I got up and was like, I'm going to create something, and I'm not going to cause frustration between the people who either want it, don't like it, don't see it, whatever the case is. But I'm creating because I enjoy creating. And that's where it comes down to. Now, if two people want to fight over this, welcome, fight over it. That's your idea of how, you want to have your day go. But I'm just creating something that I thought would be valuable, to my day, not valuable to my wallet, my pocket, my digital currency. But I thought of it as something playful, something that I can do with the time that I spent today. And this is just it. This is how I saw preservation. I'm preserving the energy that I have for my day, so others can see it, can come to the museum and see it. Yeah. Because I made it. I made this day. I made this accessible to you on a platform that is forever changing. And I don't know how it's changing all the time. I see little tidbits of things that I didn't see before. That's change. Now, will I get involved in it? Absolutely. Involvement is the part of evolution. If you don't involve yourself in it, if you don't add value to whatever it is, you're not a part of it at all. And I get that. You can stronghold everything about somebody else's life, but if you're not adding to it, it's not the same, bro. It's not. I think of music the same exact way too. How music has evolved into something that can be heard. Is this the same? Can be heard by millions only if it's shared. And that's the only other way. And I just want to share these things that that's it. Because I enjoy something. I do something that I find shareable. This is content that's shareable. I'm making something, I'm making something possible. And I did that. I absolutely did that with my day. October 19th, 2025. Cats violently vomiting. This is the back of the poster. And I guess if you read it and you believe that these are cats, I guess that would be very interesting. And you'd be like, no, that looks like fish. Yeah, that's what I created though. Yeah. I created this for my day. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's craziness. Oh my gosh. Let's look at the other side. The actual side of the cats violently vomiting. It's just one cat, obviously, but it's a plural because there's more either in the the opposite side, maybe up or down. And yeah, this is the expression of, yeah, this is the expression of it. I keep remembering that I have to stop adding the feet all the way down to the bottom, because if this is put inside a shell to protect it, you will never see the feet, the bottom of it, because somebody will cut those off. Yeah, but it's fun. It's absolutely something fun. Yeah, I created this for my day. I really did. Sorry, I'm on it right now. I'm just on one. I thank you for the likes too. I need to go grab another poster paper, wherever the heck I just did with that, because not only am I going to create that, I'm going to put this back over here too. Yeah, that's how I'm starting my afternoon, I believe, is it's creating. Where's the other posters at? I know only use, oh, you know what? I think I did use all the black posters. I think I did. And what are y'all doing? Oh crap. Yo, these freaking, whoa. I think that I did. All right, so sorry to say, but I think I used all of the black posters. So I think I'm gonna have to use it or blue. And when I use blue, it's only blue. So, well, I guess that's what. Either white or blue. White or blue. It's totally up to y'all. Y'all make the decision. Wait, did I take that? Oh, I didn't take it off the wall. All right. I'll put you. Put you up there. I like to think that I do the drawings this way a lot, but I don't have to. I can always do it in this fashion too. I need some more. I need some more stickers. Velcro stickers. Yo, I invested in Velcro stickers. I hope you guys know that, because not only is this the best way to hang up paper, but there's some longevity in it. Unless you take it off the wall, and then, well, it's not usable. It's not usable at all, sir. Perfect. All right, so it seems like if I'm using blue, there can only be certain colors. I can't use blue because the blue will, I don't know, just not. So I could probably use green. I could probably use red, probably a yellow. But what we're doing is we're building a character. We're building a character here. And that is what we're going to get started on. And so the colors that I'm going to use, I believe, is going to start with is gold, because gold can stand out just a little bit better on all of the colors. And so let's go ahead and let's get started. Oh man, almost had it perfect, and then I ran over the line. So this is the embodiment of the character that I we'll start with. And as already, you could probably see it. Let me see. A little bit of circle. A little bit of a circle. But yeah, this is what we're going to draw. And I need a straight line. So let me see if I can find a square. I do have a ruler. But this is as straight of a line as I can get it. And let's make sure this line meets right. Probably need a longer ruler for this one. Yeah. It should be just a little higher. You don't want your arm to be too long. Because you're not a dinosaur. Nice. I'm going to make sure that these two arms meet at the underarm. Oh, I guess nobody else is doing anything today because no one said anything about what they were doing. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Because now I still keep describing what my day is like. And there's nothing you can do about it because you're only listening to, wait, is my phone on? Yeah, you can only listen to what I'm doing. You only perceive what it is that I'm doing as well because I made it. Yep. I made this day just for me. I made this day. I can put your arm here too. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, it's at the bottom. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, those lines are freaking amazing. Let's go. Let's go. And you're supposed to almost be touching the crown, but oh yeah, I'm just using cardboard too. Cardboard's a good way to draw straight lines. Yep. 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 Your arm is supposed to be not as I should have drawn a crown first. And let's see. Sorry, you can only see the back of my head, but it is what it is. I think that's enough. And I think this should be a little bit longer. Yep. And let's add your crown here too. So I'll put your crown just put your crown there. Somebody is really going hard right now. And excuse me, Mr. Balloon. Should still be an angle. What's up, Omizu? Oh, what's up, Dondrell? Oh, the two greatest artists in the world are here. Let's go. What's happening? How y'all doing? You said full of rain. Let's go. Hello and good morning. Full of rain and friends. Oh, that should be a good one. I like that. I like that. Like and friends. Full of rain and friends. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Bo. All right, I'm gonna add this ruler to this experience. Yeah. Yep. How y'all doing today? You guys are about to create your day. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's see. I could put that mark there. Is it just 1, 2? So that's what I said I wanted to do. Going back to the dinosaur story, because those who didn't hear the dinosaur story, but I was like, that's some really interesting stuff that we're really fighting over things that, obviously are one of a kind, but I want to be a part of it. I think it's a fun thing to collect. And the best part of collecting is that you just never know who else wants to be a part of your collection. Because you can collect things and then share them with other people, collect them or just show them. So during the YouTube video that I was watching of the dinosaurs, the guy had brought, his collection to a kid's school, and he was telling them about it, and he was making it, worth listening to, because I didn't realize, that there's interest in things that we just don't know. I just didn't realize that it was such a momentum for kids at that age to see something and maybe be collectors themselves. I guess that's what we all are. We collect things that we don't even realize. Some people collect shoes. Some people collect, cars. And I started to think that it's a great thing that people enjoy their days like that. Because what else is there to do? What else is there to do if you don't enjoy your day the way that you designed it, the way that you said that it was going to be healthy? you know? Yeah, I thought it was healthy that I get up, and I probably should have exercised too, but I didn't. Um, but I still thought it was healthy for me to get up out of my bed instead of staying in there all day and um, not creating something else. Because all I'm doing is sleeping. What else is there? Like, what else is there's nothing, you know? So this character that I'm creating is, going to be a part of a story that I get to share somewhere in the future. Probably gonna use a smaller ruler. And that's how I see it. Because there's motion. There's like, well, what were you doing? What were you thinking, when you made this? Well, it's my birthday. So I was thinking of how I could celebrate this momentous experience with other people. How? Well, by sharing a conversation, telling someone, what it took for me to make, my day better. And when we share that, other people can take, a little bit of it and they can add that to their story of their celebrations too. Because, if we don't share these things, people won't know what it's like to actually, support other people. Yep. 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 Let's see if I can get this right first. This is boom, 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 boom. Yep. Because if I didn't share this with people, people would have no idea what it would take in order to make things possible. They would just assume that I had help. They would assume that, it's like this because I don't want people to assume. Don't. I don't think it's okay to assume. There's assumptions. Dang it, I should have brought the legs down just a little bit more. And this is not correct. It should have went here and then deviates down. You got me on that one, huh? Hmm. Whatever. We'll just keep it going. I can't erase. And what I believe is a mistake is it's just not a mistake. It's just one way of doing it. Just one way of doing something. Omizu had asked me the other day too, if I had a stencil, and I was like, "Dang, that would be a great idea." I said I did, and I do have a stencil, but not for these. These don't. Well, these that I'm drawing right now don't, because I'm just drawing them um, however I see them. But I think this leg is not. See, it's supposed to come. Maybe it's not far enough down. Maybe that's what it is. I think it's supposed to be here because it's supposed to meet the inner ankle. I mean, inner kneecap. Got me on that one. Probably should have drawn the legs first, and then drawn. Okay, well, that happens. That happens. Yep. I got Vaseline on my hands too, so I'm not making it any better. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to go all the way to, oh man. We'll get it right someday. Someday. But yeah, I'm supposed to have, yeah, it's supposed to go all the way there. But I won't stop. I'll just keep going because if I do stop, I'll never know what it felt like to finish something that I started. If I if I stop now. I mean, I do like to freehand a lot of stuff, so it's equal to say that I could probably erase that line. I'll just make a new line. That's fine. Yeah, I see where you got me. It's supposed to be further down. Could I just start all over? Can I start all over? Sorry, my perfectionism is coming out. Just all over this piece. That's cool. That's cool. All right, keep going. Keep going. Okay, so in this character, I usually do something on the outside, and um, I'm just I'm just gonna draw what I think on the outside. I think should be a part of the picture. Because not only is it a celebration, but this character is jumping for joy. Yep. And this is the confetti. Probably stop stamping so hard too. So what are y'all doing today, Dondrell? Are you gonna go live on Mizu? Are you gonna go live too? Is that how you're gonna embrace your day? Or do you have work? Or do you have somewhere else to be? Because it is Sunday. Oh wait, I have to make sure because there is something I have to do in an hour. Yeah, I like this. This is a good start. This is a really good start. So I often add squiggles, and these squiggles take their own ideas. So the squiggles is energy, and energy is something we all have. Some people say, "Oh, I don't have any more energy." Where did your energy go? Did you give it to somebody else? Did you use it for too long of a period of time and now it's no longer accessible? Nope. Nope. Energy is dispersed into the universe. People can't have your energy. That doesn't even make any sense. I mean, they can, but not the way that people say it. Like my energy, it's more or less me showing them what I can do with my body. That makes sense. That's energy being used. And I guess we get that from working in places or driving or sitting or yeah, stuff like that. Or pushing buttons. But that energy just doesn't, I mean, I guess it depletes the body. If we're batteries, I guess that's what it does. It depletes the body in a way that needs to be charged to do more of whatever that is. I'm not the only one who knows that. I'm pretty sure there's hundreds of thousands of other people who use other people for just that point. Using your body as a battery to use to make something or to yeah, to make something. That's basically what they use. Sorry. I'm just that person. I can't help it. I can't help to tell what it is that everything I just can never I don't know. Just I just love knowing things and then telling people what things are. Um Somebody told me when I was a kid, and it's really funny because like when you're younger, people say stuff and you don't realize to what effect it is. But I remember those things that people told me when I was a kid. Somebody told me that people who talk about things that other people don't understand is called useless, like useless facts. Like I'm telling you a fact of something, but it's useless because you don't know what to do with that information. And I was like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense because if I'm telling you that it's a fact, then it's not useless. You just don't know what to do with it. But then again, I guess that is the cycle of you don't know what to do with it because it's useless. And often enough, I tell people things and they're like, bro, I have no idea what you're talking about. So then I'm like, dang, I got to dull down the fact that you don't know this information. So I get it 100%. I've had conversations with things and that I've never understood, about science or about the business of economics, the business of um, whatever the case is. And I'm like, I get it, but it's not useless if, now I'm an adult. Now I use this information. I use all of the information now. I just like to say what it is and phone's going to die. And that's the part where I enjoy. I just, I really do. I really do enjoy telling people about life. Like my son. My son has no freaking idea what's going on in the world. He has no idea about the Trump situations, about the fact that there's starving kids out there, about the fact that there are places where you can't go because it's like off limits. He doesn't understand that concept, you know? And I was like, I get that. I get that there are things and places that, pique our interest, but, it's off limits. So when I say it's information, it's dire information that you should know about the world that we live in, because the things that we don't know is probably the things that are hurting you the most. I had a conversation. I'm not going to tell you who this person is, male or female, but I had a conversation about what they wanted to do in life, and I was like, I'm sorry that you're not there where you say you want to be, but this is all just, it's not real. None of this is real because it's my perception of things, how I think things are. So for you, it's like, well, this dude's only doing this. So it's not my reality. You know what I'm saying? It's their reality. So it's not real. So the person was telling me things that they were going through. And I was like, well, you're going through those things because you want to go through those things. You're telling me these things that you're going through. Tell me the things that you want to go through. Tell me the things that you want to perceive in your life. Tell me the places you want to go. I always ask people if they travel. Have you traveled? Tell me the last place you traveled to. And I say that because You have to think of things that you've never thought of. You have to hear things you've never been spoken to about. You have to, because it exists. And if it doesn't exist, like, then it could exist. And it's potential energy that you could use in your everyday. I know it's I know it's crazy to listen to, but it's not it's not impossible. It's just not. It's not impossible. And it never will be impossible. It just never will be. The people who made it, they knew it was possible because they were like, I'm going to continue to do it until it's possible. And that's what they did. They brought that element into our lives to where it's possible. Like watching TV on your phone, somebody made that possible. Somebody was like, oh, you can't do that. You know, that doesn't exist and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you're only telling yourself that because you don't want to experience it. And I understand that. But everything is possible. So if you tell yourself you want to go somewhere, ask somebody how they got there before. You can use that as your stepping stone for possibilities. Because if it's endless, when I say things are endless, like I'm sitting up here drawing some random stuff, that means everything is possible. I can make this a dog, a cat, a chicken. I can make this a place you've never seen. I can take you, I can get into a car right now, take you to a place you've never seen before, because all things are possible. So what you're telling yourself is what you want to perceive. That's it. So if I want to be rich, successful, if I want to sell every last one of pieces of my artwork, I can do all of that. I just have to tell myself what day you want to do that. When is this going to happen? And then my brain will tell my body to go do that. And that is what we live for. Everything else, well, it's up to chance. You're leaving it up to chance for it to happen. You want to get a good job. You want to make food for people and you want it to go well. You're only leaving it up for chance. That's it. So when that person was telling me all the things they were experiencing, I was like, damn, it sounds like things I would never want to experience. 100%. Just tell me things you want to experience, because that is what you're truly reaching for. And you feel like it's not possible because this is all empty space. Like it's just all empty spaces, potential energy to be used, you know, whatever you choose it to be, whatever and however. So, you know, the thoughts that we use in order to organize things are used by our words. Our words help us manifest things that we've never been able to see. So that's the structure of everything. Yeah, just get to it. The structure of everything. If everything can be and will be, yeah, that's what it is. Like I keep telling myself, like, this is all a past moment for me. So I document it. This is me documenting a day in my life, because all of the other things you don't get to see me doing, like I put my shoes on today, like, or I put my shirt on. You don't get to see those things, but these are actual things that I can do with my time. So this is one of them too. I'm making something that's absolutely like amazing to experience. It really is. It's the most amazing thing that I've ever done in my life, is create something that I call value. Yep, it is. And you can do it too. All you got to do is tell yourself where to start. Where are you going to start at? Have a plan. Yep. I'm going to plan my day out just this way. You know, it may go a little different. You may feel like somebody might be in your way. That's okay. Those people are there to help guide you to where you say you want to go. You want to go this way? Okay, let's go this way. You don't want to go that way? Okay, I'm here to tell you you shouldn't go that way, or you can't go that way, or there's limits to it because this is the way you're supposed to go. We're all guides. We're all here. Ask me questions. Ask me something that will drive you to the direction that you say you want to go. Please. I am here to inform you that when I say something, it's because you need to hear it. You need it because you asked for it at some point in time in your life. You asked for it. You had to, because you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't. You'd be somewhere else. I'm just telling you, that's what we're all here for. We're all guides to this crazy universe that we exist in. You're listening to my voice because you need to. You need to feel what it feels like. And this is the way to go, for sure. So when that person was telling me all of those things, I was like, yeah, I'm here to guide you. How can I help you? How can I help you get to where you say you need to go? So you can feel, this body is meant to feel those things. Where do you feel like you should be? You should be here. You should be there. You should be doing this. This is what you should be experiencing because that's what you say you should be. Now, if you let other people dictate and control your day, then that's what's going to happen. They all going to do that because that's what you allow. You allow the universe to just throw you wherever. That black hole of a life you claim, yeah, that's where you're going to stay at. Don't you get that? That's where you're going to stay at. That's purgatory. There's nothingness there. A black hole serves one purpose and one purpose only, to take. That is it. Yeah, I'm on it today. I'm freaking on it today, bro. You know, but this is all about a celebration. This is not anything else but me celebrating the day that I created for myself. I'm a visual artist. I'm a creator of many and most. And, you know, every day that you get the opportunity to do something, you should share it with somebody, because not only are we gods, but we're creators of our world that we live in, because this is my world and everybody else just lives in it. That's it. And I get to tap into the way that people experience their lives. If I'm the universe, I'm made up of the universe. If I'm made up of everything, then it's just me experiencing it through my perspective. And I appreciate everybody sharing. Like, there's tons of people. I can name all the people that I've experienced life through. I could, in a bunch of different ways, in ways that I probably can't describe on YouTube. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, that's what life is. That's the meaning and purpose of existing, is to take what you say you want and make it a part of who you are. That's the universe. For real, for real. And I'm just having a great time. Just freaking, I'm just like enjoying it, like on 10, like cloud 10. Like, that's all I've been doing. That's it. And that purpose, man, I found it and I enjoy it. It's like bliss. It's like sitting on the park bench and watching life do whatever it's supposed to do in purpose. And I get to see it. I get to stand back and be like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. They must have been having a good time while they were doing that. That's what it is. That's all it is. That's it. You get up every day, go brush your teeth, wash your face, listening to, you know, somebody talk about, you know, whatever their day is or whatever they experience, because that's what mostly is. It's people just telling you things they did or heard about, and that's monumental. It's just amazing, and you get paid more. You get more out of it, right? When it's awesome, when it's absolutely awesome, because you're like, well, you actually get to do that. You got to jump out of an airplane today. Yes. And it was the best feeling ever. It really was. There's no other feeling like it. You got to ride a roller coaster. You got to feel what death felt like in the moment. That's amazing. That's what it is. It's amazing. There's probably nobody there. Nope. It's cool. I'm freaking there, bro. And I don't need no substance to take me there. I'm here living it. Yep. I'm absolutely living the experience. And I'm going to stay here in this environment, this healthy environment, because I made it. I made it. I made it. I sure did. Yep, I sure did. Man, there's like so many things, bro. Somebody tried to stun on me the other day too. And I thought it was funny because somebody came back and told me how they felt about that. And I was like, it's okay. I said, they just missed an opportunity. That's all. Because they don't know what I'm capable of. They don't know who I know. They don't know what my life is like. They don't know how I can contribute to whatever their goal is. Once again, we're all here to help each other. I'm not here to put you down. I'm not here to put you into a dark closet and be like, this is where you got to stay. I'm here to help anybody get to where they say they want to go, because that is what we're supposed to do. Like, I'm just a guide. I'm a guide to a place you've never been before that you're seeking for. Because that's what every day is. I don't know what it felt like to live this day. I'm just going through all of the crazy emotions, living, breathing, and experiencing that day. And it sucks because there's only like one person who can only feel that. There's only one person. I mean, I wish everybody could experience it, but that would just be overwhelming that you would have to experience it through somebody else's experience or somebody else's eyes. Oh man, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Yep, it sucks. I try to tell my son that too, and then I realized I was like, man, he's gonna experience whatever he wants to experience the way that he wants to experience it, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can only guide him. That's it. I'm like, go do whatever you want to do. No, seriously, just go do whatever you want to do. If that was making you happy, because I don't know what your happiness looks like. I can only share my happiness. If you want to go freaking watch TV for 13 hours out of the day, then that's what you're gonna do. I'm just gonna guide you. Like, there could be other things that you could possibly do. And I tell that to anybody. There's always something else to do. You just gotta say it out loud. What do you want to do today? What do you want to do today? You want to go to outer space? We can go to outer space. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's go take that journey wherever that is. Let's go. Yep. 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 I'm sorry that this is not like bliss for everybody, but this is me just sitting on the park bench right now. Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. 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 This is me just experiencing life the best way, the best way that I can. Yep. Yep. I didn't add any. No, I did add remarks. Okay. True it. Yep. Yep. So that's me spewing all of the information that I have. I actually have tons of information though. I have tons of information. Tons of information. I could probably, oh my gosh, I could freaking do anything, bro. I can do anything. Anything in this world. Because I am the creator. Yep. I made this real easy. Real freaking easy. Yep. This is my story. This is my art. This is my celebration. This is my energy. Yep. Did I want to make a bone character though? I think I'm almost done though. I don't know if I want to throw paint inside here. I could tape the edges of it and then pour paint. I don't know. That could be something. Yeah, that could be something. I just don't want to paint in the house because that paint smell is very. It sticks with everything. This not on the volume because it's contained and it dries quickly, so the odor isn't. Yeah, and I keep standing in one spot, but this is freaking beautiful. This is like the best way that I can express my energy. Yeah. I feel like I want to make it. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a seat real quick, and I'll come back to it. Let me get some water real quick because I've been talking. I've been talking. I'm still looking for the items as well for my plaster cast um, um, of my cats. So I'm still trying to figure out what it's going to be. Thanks for the likes, though. Thank you for liking. People can comment too. Like I said, I always think like, why don't people comment about things? You either like it, you want to make something like it, you want to be inside it, you know, you want to feel like it's your own. Like you can do whatever that is because it's yours. Like it's your experience. It's 100% is your experience. Yeah, yeah. It's your experience. It's absolutely your experience. You know what that means though? That if it's your experience, you shouldn't let other people take your experience from you. Your day, your momentum, your positive, because it's yours. It's absolutely yours. Yeah. We do. We let other people take our days. I think as kids too, it's the same exact way. Kids, their days are taken from them. I'm like, I just want to go play. I just want to go have fun. I feel like I'm still a kid too. It sucks to say it out loud, but I still really do feel like I'm a kid. Not to the saying I haven't grown up, because obviously, obviously I've grown up, but my mental still allows me to have fun. Yeah, it really does. Sorry if you can't see this. I'm realizing that I'm super close to this. Super. Let's step back a little bit. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, and the other thing was that I realized that other people can't have what I have right now. So the fact that they are where they're at, like you can't have anything that I have. Now you could take a part of it, but you can't have it because it's not yours. And when I say it's not yours, it's just because you didn't think of it. So you can't have the emotions that it feels your day. Oops, that line is way too high. Dang it. Yeah. Trying to get inside there. Yep. And I do like the color inside the lines too. I'm really good at coloring inside the lines. Inside the lines is where everything exists. Oh my gosh. That is so it's the month uh of Halloween as well. And I watched last night, um watched a couple things actually. It was the oh man, I forgot the name. Dang it. The Crypt Keeper, Tales from the Crypt. I was watching that last night. And so it's a channel by itself now. Obviously, they have a large amount of stories and stuff that they tell. But I thought it was funny because during the commercials, right? Because it was playing, they had ads running, right? Does that make sense? They had ads running during the I guess it's like a movie in a sense, or a TV show. I don't know how they put it, but back then it was like episodes for Tales from the Crypt. So once again, it's all Halloween and stuff like that. But during the ads, they had ads that were playing from the 1990s. Now, if you've never been there before, the 90s, they had commercials for everything from food to Dell computers to MSN to like just everything. And it was playing during, and I was like, whoa, like that's really different. They didn't have any updated commercials at all. No updated commercials for this time period. Only for then. And I was like, what? Once again, they're documenting the days that thing was playing, that experience was taking place. They are documenting that in such a crucial way because no one would have ever known that they had anything happening, right? Until there was commercials, until there was like interrupt, and those interrupting commercials were freaking amazing because I was like, whoa, I never seen that commercial before. I never seen what it was like at that point. I just didn't. I lived through it, but I didn't experience it like that. So I'm watching once again. This is all me watching something take place at that period of time, and I thought that was so freaking cool. I don't think I'm gonna add red in here. I don't know why, but I just thought that was really cool. And I got to experience it. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go back and watch more of it just for the ads. The ads today suck. They suck so bad because not only do I not enjoy the ads, I just don't enjoy them. Now maybe somebody from the future, right? Somebody of this time who's younger might enjoy the ads for today. It's really weird because I was like, I hated ads back then too. But I enjoy the ad, like I enjoy watching those ads. I was like, whoa, that's really creepy. Because not only does none of those things, I mean, they exist, don't exist the same exact way as they did before. So I'm gonna add white. Um, there's just they just don't exist the same exact way. They don't. They don't. I thought that was really cool. And then I mean the commercials were, there's nothing different really. They just telling you something different. That's all. And I just imagine that we I should have made this a straight line. I just imagine that we would progress from making crappy um crappy ads that I had to watch during, but I was like, nope, it's all the same. but it just really like took me by surprise because I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to enjoy it. I just didn't. I guess I'm just talking now. I'm just talking, talking. Black. I had black, blue, yellow. What's yellow? Just add yellow. Yeah, and then it just shows me how old I am too. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy my age right now because not only am I a part of something, but I get to understand it too. Yeah, I definitely get to understand it the best. Hmm. I don't think that line was supposed to be there. Yeah, but that's what it is. It's truly just that. Just enjoy something that you don't realize you're a part of. Like the let me see. Somebody told me that they didn't like. What did he say? He said. He said. Said what songs? He said what songs have you never listened to? He said, tell me what songs have you never listened to? And I was like, oh shit, that's really good. That's a really good statement. What songs have you never listened to? Like going places you've never been before. What places have you never been before? Same question, but it's just a different way of thinking, and it's structured just like that. Because there's tons of songs that I've never listened to before, tons of artists that I will never ever get to hear. So I watched. I'm on Twitch too. So Twitch has this where you can play your own music. Obviously, the videos will edit them out, edit the songs out because it's content that's copyright. But the fact that there was like a bunch of songs I've never heard before, and this lady's like she's telling the other people that she's acting. I guess that's what she's doing. She's acting with. She was like, "Oh my gosh, do you remember this song?" And the girl goes, she's silent because now she's in a moment that she's never been before. And somebody's asking her a question about something she'd never experienced before. And she was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And she's saying this and saying that. And I was like, she don't know. She don't know this song the same way that this other person knows the song. So she's just trying to remember a place that she's ever heard it. And that's how she's adding herself into the conversation. And I just thought that was so funny because I was like, yeah, you don't know anything about that song. And I was like, neither do I. I have no idea what that song is about. And it's a song I've never heard before. I've never heard that song before ever in my entire life. And I was like, oh, I guess that's what life is about. Yep. I'll know things that you will never ever know about. Well, I feel like I want to make this character gold now. Do you want to be gold? I think we're gonna do that. Like, do you want to make a snowman? I just thought of that song. Like, do you want to make a snowman? And hey, 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 HRU everyone. What's up, Victoria? Yo, me. You know what I keep thinking? Because I keep seeing your posts. I think it's your shorts and stuff like that. Yo, I would really love to meet you, for real. Victoria, if you're still here listening, I would really like to meet you in person. I'm just gonna put that out there. You take that however. You take that however you want to. I think we would have interesting conversation. An interesting perspective. Somebody's knocking. The question is, why do I hear it? Yeah, I'm gonna say that out loud too, because everybody that I meet on social media, I'm like, yo, we would have so much fun together, or maybe not. I can't say it like that, but I just think that we would, we all have commonalities, and because you're here, we have a commonality, and that's how I see it. But yeah, Victoria. Oh, I like saying your name too. But we would, in some type of way. The same thing with Dondrell. I would like to meet him. I think his energy is pretty good. We would have interesting conversations, interactions as well. Same thing with Omizu. And even Marie is here in the same state that I live in. I was like, yo, why can't we meet up? Like, get something to eat. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we have stuff to talk about. Yeah. And I'm going to do that in the future too. Um, I have responsibilities. I guess that's how I say it. I have responsibilities right now. So sometimes I can't, um, yeah, can't think of the way to get there. And, because my son and I, is that we went to a football game, but more or less, um, it's one of those things. It's like when he's ready to go, he will not stop until we get back home. And that's just how I see it. And I was like, okay, I get that. I have no problem with that. So he's one of my responsibilities. And he definitely lets me know that. It's like, yo, I'm ready to go home. Wherever we're doing, I don't care how much it costs for us to get here. I'm ready to go home. And I'm like, all right. Yeah. We went to a football game, and probably one of the best experiences I've had. I really enjoy football because the contact sport, because there's competition, there's tons of people that are there, different faces, people are, engaging and stuff like that. And we're all celebrating, you know what I'm saying? So why not be at a place where everybody's celebrating? So I had told my son prior to us getting there, I was like, it's going to be cold out tonight. I was like, so you're going to need to bring a jacket. And I told my son like 6 times before we left, I said, it's going to be cold. I was like, I don't care what you think. I said, I know it's going to be cold. I checked the temperature. It was 62 when we started planning for the trip to go see this football game. Now it's outside, obviously. And I was like, I'm going to make sure that I have what I need for this trip. For him, he was like, oh, I'm just going to carry this small jacket. I was like, all right, he's got pants on and everything like that, So we get there and it's cool outside, not a problem. We walk in, the temperature is there, not really focused on it, focused on the game or whatever. Get there, started sitting. So when I realized that you have to make sure, let me put this back because you're like all up in my face. So I have to make sure that, that I'm taking care of him, because he doesn't understand the concept of what I'm telling him is that when the temperature changes, we're sitting, we're not moving, it's not really active. I mean, we could be jumping up and down, but once we're, stationary again, that's it. It goes into, the temperature is going to let you know. And when I tell you it was cold, I was like, I'm glad I brought your jacket, because I was like, it went from 62, it's cold, to 50 degrees. I was like, I'm cold. So I know he got to be cold, but I didn't realize that we should have brought gloves too. So I'm going to put that in the all of things you need to bring when you go to an outside game. I don't care where you at. If it's hot, you need to bring an umbrella, something to cool your body down, because it's going to be what it says it's going to be, and nothing you can do. So this is what they did when we're at the football game. It's the smartest and most ingenious thing ever you can do. It's cold outside. So what did they do? Knowing that it was going to be a cold day outside, the stadium was selling hats, $20 a piece. And I mean, there was a few, I want to say there was like maybe I'll just say 2,000 people. There was outside. They were selling hats for $20, two for 30. And I said, dang. I said I could have made a grip by selling hats that I make. Like and I didn't think of it. I was like, here's a warm hat for you. $25. Oh my gosh. Just you gotta capitalize on things like that. But I thought it was funny because not only, let me see where I start at. Not only was I was prepared, but I think I was just underprepared because once again, and it's not us taking advantage of other people, it's taking advantage of the situation. Because easily I could have been like, I'm just going to bring gloves and sell gloves to people. It's cold outside. I don't care who you are. When the temperature changed 10 degrees, everybody is affected. The people who are playing out there on the fields, the people who are walking, selling, et cetera, it's going to be a different experience. And I was like, dang, it's cold outside. And there is nothing anyone can do except for leave. In the second half, everybody cleared out because it was cold, bro. And I had jeans. I had two jackets on. I didn't have a hat on, but I had a hoodie, so I could easily just, maintain body temperature through putting my hoodie on. But I was like, I was having such a good time. I didn't care it was cold. My son didn't care it was cold because we were celebrating the victory of a team that we were supporting. And I just thought it was funny because my son's like, no, I don't need another jacket. There's no way. And I'm like, okay, cool. What he needed was gloves. And we didn't have gloves. So that's where I lost that, because not only am I usually prepared for things, but yeah, I could have capitalized on the fact that it was cold outside. And my mom does stuff like that too. She thinks ahead like that. Yeah. So once again, we're just talking about, like, this is a high school game for my niece, and she had her oh man, what the heck is it called? It'll come to me. Hold on. Not her senior dance. What the heck is it called? Whatever. It was a dance, and my mom was like, "It's a big event," and I was like, "Yeah, a bunch of people are going to be there. Everybody's going to be excited, and parents taking pictures and stuff like that." So my mom had already thought about how she was going to capitalize. She said, if I bring pens, a jar of safety pins, and sell them $10 for two, whatever the case was, she said, I'm going to sell half of this jar, because more or less, you don't realize the things you don't bring in the time of need. And yeah, that's what she did. Now, I can't tell you how much or what that extent was, but I know when you do stuff other people don't think of, you're the one that's winning 100%. You're going to win every single time. Yep. You ain't got a ticket? Oh no, I got one for you. But I'm gonna charge you extra because I had to bring the ticket. Make sure that you had the ticket so you can get to the event and experience the event, whatever the case was. I just think that's so funny. Yo, this marker right now needs to work. It really needs to work. There we go. A little bit. It's working a little bit, y'all. But yeah. And I didn't go into tons of events, and I think it's pretty fun that we don't realize how many those events could be our time to shine. Yeah. We meet new people with the same common frame of thought. I guess I can make. Wait, how did I do it before? I can't remember now. Anyway, I think we're gonna make this. I think I was just making chicken scratch last time. I really wasn't trying to figure out what the pelvis looked like. I think the pelvis is. I mean, I could probably just Google what the pelvis looks like, but that's not the point. The point is me freehanding everything. That's the point. I mean, being prepared is good too. I like being prepared. I think this is, yeah. I said I was not going to draw the skeletal system. I actually did. I drew a whole pelvis. I think this is a female. This is definitely not me. Not at all. So I'm going to put pelvis bone like this. And if you don't like it, well, sucks for you, because this is what it looks like. That's what the pelvis looks like. An ET face, an extraterrestrial face. All right, so see, this is where I was supposed to connect the bones right, and I did not. I did it over here though. The knee bones connected to. I feel like I'm just talking to myself and no one's listening. That's what I feel like. God dang. Is that in there? No, it's not. That is. Oh yeah, so I think I explained this a couple times before, that because I don't know how things are, this is me learning the experience. I'm training myself to draw something I've never made before. And this is the best I know how to do it. I go out here and I do my best. And that's all I can do. Those who've done this before probably have some idea, but most of the time it's just you trying something different. And that difference, this is what it looks like. I'm okay with making mistakes. Whatever that's supposed to mean is me doing it one way and figuring out how I can learn from it. So I'm just drawing. And the best way to draw is to start from something you know. I know how to make marks. I know how to make lines. I know how to use the markers that I'm using right now. So that's the best. And when I finish it, I'm going to stand back and be like, dang, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I learned something that I didn't know prior to this. And that is what makes me perfect. perfection, the avenue of mankind. Yep. Yep. You don't believe it? Look at all other people who are doing great things for themselves. That's them perfecting their day, perfecting their life in the way that they see fit. They see it to fit. Let's go. I mean, sometimes I can freehand things, which is cool. Other times I just like to think that straight lines are good too. Straight lines are really good, but you can come in here and make little wonky lines. It's okay. It's okay. And I think the bones are connected in this way. And then you got the toes. This character has 4 toes because that's all I can fit in between here. And if I just identify that equal part of each one on each side, we got ourselves some bones on the feet. 1, 2. Yep. Just made this one a little thicker. A little thicker. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, I got 9 likes. Let's go. Probably because I'm up here for a long period of time, but yep. Or the fact that I'm saying stuff too. That could be the reason why people are watching. It's because I'm saying stuff. Oops, that line is a little too thick for me. But yeah, everybody can do this. I really believe that. If you give yourself enough time, that's what everybody explains to me. It's like, yo, it looks like you spend a lot of time doing this. And I was like, yeah, maybe an hour or two. And then the rest of the day, I'm just doing something completely different. Not even focused on the fact that I made something amazing. Just keep going. Because then tomorrow I'll do the same thing. Like it's like a flow of function. Like I'm not concerned and good, just that I got to enjoy it for the time period that I spent doing it. And that's really it. That's really Yeah, that's really it. Like, let me see. I really should compare other people to other people's things, but um, who else? Who else is another famous artist? Um, a current artist. I don't even know names right now, but if you look at what they do, their drive is based on something that they told themselves that they could do. And I can do this, and I can do that, and I can go here, and I can because I made it. That's usually how it goes. This is brilliance all in its own, because yeah, that's what it is. It's just brilliance. And I say brilliance because I thought of it and it made sense. So that's what brilliance is, because it made sense when I did it. I'm not connecting that one. Go a little bit further down. Yeah, once again, this is not my body. This is not anybody that I know. There is way too many ribs. But maybe it's just the spring like effect. I don't know. Maybe. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 on this side. Make sure I make the same on this side. This marker is definitely needing to be replaced. All the ribs are not. I gotta make them far out there. Was that 5? 1, 2, 6. Those are unequal. Don't tell anybody I just did that. Those are not the same size or the same amount. And I need them to not know what my flaws are. And I don't know how to count ribs. I don't want them to know that. I want them to know that I'm accurate as hell. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, 13 ribs, count them. There's only 13. The face, the face is, wait, what time is it? I think I'm running over on my time. It's 12 o'clock. Yeah, I need to be done in 20 minutes though. So we're gonna do this as quick as possible. I really need to be done in 20 minutes because I have somewhere I need to be. I was taking my sweet baby time, and that is not good. This live stream is only supposed to be an hour. I think it was because I was talking. If I stopped talking, I would have more I would probably have more people watching too. Because when I started talking, they're like, bro, we don't understand what you're saying. You're talking in a different language. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Because most of the subscribers that I have are from different countries and no one understands what I'm saying. Except for the few people that, yeah, that understand English. But. So I'm just adding a texture to the bones. Because in order to keep the bones connected, you need a texture. I have texture. Oh, this is a series too. Just to let you guys know, if you didn't realize what I'm doing, I'm actually creating a series of paintings. And yeah. Yep. I'm just doing my best. Yep. So yeah, I often do it that way too. I'll make like, sometimes people say a series is like, you gotta have 25. Sometimes it's like more of, if they're larger, I'll do like 6 or 7. Maybe I'll do some smaller ones too. Like these are the smaller ones as well. So, but these are from 2020. These are not current like these are here, which I can add some details and things and, you know, tell the reason why I'm actually making them in this future experience, this current, future, past experience. Because once I end the stream, hitting the button, yeah, this will all be in the past. And I guess I always feel like I have to say something important for my future self. Like if I go back and watch this, because I go back and watch my live streams just to make sure I didn't say anything too out of place. Don't get me wrong. I will say whatever like I will say whatever. I'm just playing, but because I'm documenting my days every day. I'm documenting on some type of platform. So once again, I can go back and be like, "Hey, what did you do on October 19th?" Well, I was drawing this. Yep. Because do you remember what you did yesterday? Some people are like, "Yeah, I know I did. I did this yesterday." Show me. Show me what you did yesterday. What'd you do? No, I don't believe you until you show me what you did. For real, for real. Oh, I did this. I made this yesterday. Go look at my YouTube channel. You got a YouTube channel? Yeah, absolutely. You should be documenting some part of your life because it's important. You got grandkids. You got people who may not even know who you are. It's okay. You can die and nobody knows who you are. It's okay. Absolutely. I have a grandmother. I have an aunt. I have uncles. I have family members. Nobody will ever know who they are. It's the way it works. I understand. I completely understand. Nope. Maybe my artwork will be remembered. Maybe somebody will remember a live stream that I had that made them feel good about, creativity. This is just a place where I think that I can settle, you know, my creativity. I'm striving for greatness. I'm looking for things that will help fill the void of my day. Because like I said, I could just sit around and do nothing at this point. You know, I really could. If I wanted to, I could be like right now, because that's more important than going out there and risking my life for something that I can't even, yeah. You get what I'm saying? I know who else does it too. I know who else documents their days very well too. And I learned from them. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a little bit of whatever they're doing right now, exercise, creativity, speaking their mind, and I'm going to use that and make that a part of my day because there's value in that. I don't care who you are. There is volume in that where other people can take a little bit, add it to their day, and keep them on moving. Yep. Yeah, you can. Like I said, I like to meet people so I can get a little bit of, what it feels like to be them. Maybe a hug, maybe a high five, sharing art stories, maybe just sharing conversation about, how they interact with people. Because I always say it, I have to meet at least, well, I have to talk to, I don't have to meet them in a sense, but I have to talk to at least 10 people, at least 10 people a day. What are you doing? What's your day like? What brought you here? Everybody got a different story. I can remember it. Mm, I take pictures sometimes too to help document that day and be like, oh yeah, it was there. Even though my phone has like 2 billion freaking pictures, art, people that I met, things that I'm doing. I'm a busy person too. And I guess it's all just by choice. Like if you choose to be busy, then you will be stupid busy, and nobody else will ever know what it took for you to be who you are. Only you, which is a good thing. Because before we had even half of the documentation type stuff, nobody knew anybody. Nope, nope. Only by words. You didn't really get to know anybody. Oh yeah, that person does this. Oh, for real? Yeah. He stays 40 miles away and he does this. You'll never get to know who he is. Never. Let me get a close up of this real quick. Never. Yep. All right, I got like 10 minutes left. Um, this face. What do we do? What do we do? I was thinking of doing like something really good, but I don't think I want to do, I don't want to go that far because it's too much energy. I could probably make this face. Yeah, put this face right here. Just put one of their faces. BHM, HYB. I don't know what the heck that is. Let's see. What else can I add to this? I don't want the face to be empty because then the poster will be empty. But I do have to add white. Yo, they are freaking everywhere. I'm gonna have to close the doors because this is like strongholding my entire. Anyway, where's the white marker at? Where did you go? White marker. Where did you go? A white marker. So the last two that I made were cats, and easy enough. Cats are cats. Yeah, this is really weird, but whatever. And I want to make the face. What kind of face can I make? What kind of face can I make? I have like 10 minutes to make a face. I can't go over that either. Hold on, let me just look up a face. I could make her face. She's looking up. Do I have, I don't, wait. I might have, where's the other marker at? It might show up. Let me see. It might. Dang it, now the camera's in the way. Oh, my phone's about to die. No, please, phone, don't die. Don't die. What? Okay. Let me see if I can make, I think it just comes out brown, which is not a bad thing. Is it red or brown? I'm gonna draw this face real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna try to draw this as quick as possible. Let me see. I have one. I think I have one in my gallery. Did I screenshot it already? Let's see. If this is her, yeah, I'm gonna try this real quick. Hopefully it comes out really good. If not, I'm not even mad at myself. Not even gonna be mad. Not even going to be mad. Nope, not even gonna be mad. But it should come out good though. It should be. Let me see if I can add. Oh wait, I gotta change the tip. I gotta change the tip real quick. Nope, can't change the tip on that one. The tip is the tip of the marker, but I like them to be tiny tips so I can draw tiny, like tiny stuff, like teeth. It's not going to let me. It's just not going to let me. Let me see if I can find another marker. Because I think both of these markers have, the tips are not narrow. Not this one's narrow. Let's see, let me see. I have like 4 minutes to get this. I'm not going to tell you who or what it is just yet. I'm going to just draw it. And let's see if it comes out. So as I get quiet, I'm trying to determine where all of the the details are on this face of this person. And maybe you don't know who this person is, and it's quite okay. It's really okay. Because it's just a person. It's just a random old regular person. Just not sure. Yeah. See if I can make the details. I usually faces like this. I think the face should have been a little bit bigger too, because this is part of the skeletal system, but it's whatever. Whatever. I didn't realize that I was only drawing a small face until, well, I started drawing a small face. And then we might just end the stream like that, and I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Because preparation is everything. Yeah, the face should have been a little bit bigger. She has a lot of hair too. Oh, I said it. It's a female. Dang it. I wasn't supposed to tell you. Crap. So now you're automatically going to look for a female because I said it out loud. Oh, man. Sometimes I just step right on my feet, and that's not good. Just all over my feet, just stepping. But like I said, I only have 10 minutes to do this. I don't have like forever to sit here and draw, because everything is about being where you say you need to be. And I'm a man of my words. So this is not me either. Once again, somebody else told me that too. They were like, do you make pictures? Like, do you do things based on like self? And I was like, no, a lot of times I don't draw pictures of myself. I don't draw men specifically or female specifically. I said I just draw people, characters, things that would make them of themselves. And that's really it. Nothing else comes about, like, because it's, I just like to draw. I don't necessarily take anything else in between there. Like, oh yeah, I like drawing portraits of people. I just draw things, just draw places that, yeah, that's it. And that's what I like to do. And that's what I'm going to continue to do for the rest of my life, the rest of my being of myself. And if I add any more details, I'm probably going to overshadow. Yeah. Because stuff, stuff. Yeah. So I want you guys to take this idea, right? I want you to take this idea and I want you to use it to help yourself become a better you. You do whatever you want to, you take it, you lose it, you forget about it because, you'll go and watch other people do stuff today, or you'll think of the things that you're wanting to accomplish. But I'm going to tell you like this: if you don't do what's best for yourself, then you're allowing the rest of the universe to organize your life however it chooses it to be. The basis of our reality is just us doing what we say we can and we should for ourselves. Now, when it comes to other people, right? Because I was going to go back to what somebody had said before. I was like, I was really that I was about to do something. I don't tell other people what I do. I just do things. But I was telling them, I was like, I would do something for you, and um, they take advantage of it, if that makes any sense. And I was like, it's okay. Like, first time somebody like reached out and was like, hey, I can give you a hand, and you're just like, you're salty or whatever the case was, whatever the heck that person was thinking. But, when people are helping, that's what they're here for. This is something you ask for somewhere down the line of, your thoughts. Because a lot of times, if you don't say nothing, your thoughts just are going to act on its own until you physically start to move and make things happen. But this is your world. This is how you create it. If you don't want other people to be involved in it, then you're gonna put that guard up, and no one's going to help you. And it's understandable because maybe you got it. Maybe you've already figured it all out. But those who want their lives to be, you know, shared with other people, just take what you can get, man. For real, for real. You don't have to take advantage of it. Because when you start taking advantage of it, other people really start to feel like other people are in the way. There's three things that I say continuously when it comes down to people. Because everybody has a place, everybody has something that they're reaching for. And if you are in the way, they won't forget you. Yeah. They just won't forget you. You're in the way for a reason. So don't look at it like it's something else. It is what it says it is. It's a guide. I think her nose, I want to make sure that her lips, if I make anything else, it's going to make it look like she's a dude. I have to be careful. But yeah, there's this thing that I value, is that everybody is here on their own accord. You're here for their own purpose. I think it's just that. It's just to make sure that they get what they say that they came here for. And I freaking keep trying to not put more dots there, because because I don't want to look like she has a mustache. But yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think I'm done. If I do anything else more, I'll regret it. I'll regret it. There'll be some regrets. Yeah. But so 3 things: don't hurt, harm, or hinder the process of any individual, because as soon as you start doing that, it looks good from a distance too. You said hi, everyone. Wait, Victoria, did you hear what I said before? Anything that I said before? No. Now I can see what I created because it's finished in a sense. Your eye could have been here a little bit lower. Can I Photoshop this and just cut her eye and then put it level? Anyway, so yes, 3 things: don't hurt, harm, or hinder the process of any individual, because we're all out here to do great for ourselves. We don't need you to come in here and stomp all over our ideas and thoughts and blah, 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 blah. Because not only is that possible, but it changes the world. It really does. It changes everything about the world. And you shouldn't be that responsible for. I know there's one guy out there that everybody keeps talking about who's changing the world. He's doing that. He's breaking all 3 of those rules. And that stuff, yeah, I understand it. But you have the power to change all of that. You do. Yep, do best for yourself. That's what you can do right now. Just do your best. I think I'm gonna put another one right here. Yep. I think I'm done now. I think this was a good celebration. I'm not gonna draw on the back of the poster today. I'll do that in another live stream. But I believe I'm done for today. And thank you everybody for watching. Victoria, I said I wanted to meet you. If you can hear me, let's make that happen. I don't know where you're at in the world, but yeah, I think we would have a really good conversation. However, virtual or in person. But yeah, you can hit me up. Do that, because I think we would have a really good conversation about life, beginnings. But yeah, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get up on out of here. I will see y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. So thank you for joining, Victoria. Thank you, Omizu. Thank you. Why always at the end of my stream? Bye, Surfer, Dondrell, Brendan, Art of Mine, Bestie Boo. I don't even know who Bestie Boo is. I think Bestie Boo is a different person that I've seen there. No, I don't know who that is. The Fire Bandit. Thank you guys for joining this live stream today. And if you like what you see, make sure you come back for more. But until then, I will see y'all in the next one. Yep. I like how you can, oh, JJ was here too. I like how you can hit the top fans and it'll tell you. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, abstract. Yeah, something about you. Something about you there. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all. I'll see you later. Let's go. Let's go. Sheesh.